one of my weekly DVD reviews of titles that I pick up, whether they're brand new or whether I just pick them up because they're on a deal or if I just haven't got around to it yet. Two titles that I'd just like to share with you for this past Tuesday's release are, first of all, we have Kevin James and Paul Blart, Mall Cop. I believe this is a kind of overlooked movie that people maybe kind of shied away because it was rated PG. I actually think it was pretty funny. I saw it twice in the theater because I went with somebody the second time after talking about how funny it was. And it's good to have a nice clean comedy, once in a while. As much as I like Seth Rogen and his Observe and Report, which was his Mall Cop movie, this is just a good, lighthearted, family, fun affair, and it's good to get this once in a while. I guess I checked out some of the features. I haven't watched them all yet, but I've checked out some deleted scenes which were worthy. I guess the one thing is that this is an eco-friendly package now, this DVD. As you'll notice when you open it up, right here they got the recycle logo. So they're pretty much ripping you off on plastic by, in turn, making that better for the environment. So there's that. I guess another bonus thing is that mine came with a free Cinnabon coupon. So now I can enjoy Mall Cop and enjoy a free Cinnabon. A free classic roll. I knew there was going to be limitations and stipulations and... Okay, so there's that. I guess overall, I think it's a repeated viewing. That's why I bought it. I just think it's one of those that's very funny if you got around and someone's like, yeah, I never did see that. Or, Kevin James is one of those guys you can just look at and you're going to start laughing at. He doesn't even have to say anything and he's funny. So there's a few cheesy lines in the movie which I think were mainly written in there because it's a PG family movie. He says something about scuba dooby doo. And it was a pretty retarded line, but it's a PG family movie, so it was gold, pretty much. But for the most part, there's a lot of hilarious, clean humor. So it's a good change after watching all the Knocked Up and the Pineapple Express and the Observer Report and Zack and Miri. It's good to have this to fall back on once in a while. Alright, and the next movie is my most anticipated of the week. It's actually a movie that should have came out, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. I met Kristen Bell, and she was sort of kind of promoting Fanboys. This is not only for Star Wars nerds. I think this is just for any sort of geek out there, whether you like comic books, Star Wars, Star Trek, just movies in general. You're going to enjoy this movie. I think it was a purchase because Kristen Bell and Star Wars combination, that's just, come on, seriously. And what's good about it is that there's just so many references, it just kind of keeps going. So I've only seen them once so far, but as I rewatch, I'm sure there's going to be things I pick up. Just the subtle references I did pick up, not only calling back to Star Wars and Star Trek and the main ones, is that security guards at the Lucas Ranch are actually the guards from Lucas's THX movie, which I thought was just a cool little shout out there. Some people may not know that. That movie did put me to sleep, but I knew enough that those were the guards from it. This is just kind of about a movie, or a bunch of geeks wanting to steal the first print of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which this takes place in 1998, leading into 1999, which is when The Phantom Menace came out. And yes, that was 10 years ago. Like it or not, it was 10 years ago. Hard to believe. There's one really great joke in here that totally makes fun of Jar Jar Binks. I don't want to ruin it because it caught me by surprise and it was absolutely hilarious. A lot of great cameos. I don't want to say who because some are not advertised that I didn't know about. That you don't see right on the back cover. So, good cameo. It's definitely a rental. But if you love Star Wars, and then an added bonus of loving Kristen Bell, this is a for sure pickup. I think it was only $15 when I got it. So, when it comes down to geek movies, I think this and Mark Hamill's comic book, the movie, are going to be the top two titles in my collection when it comes to specific geek movies. And I think it's great. I've only seen it once so far, but now I own it. And actually, just to prove that this movie is out, because it was supposed to be out 3 years ago, and not that I just made this case on Microsoft Paint. Here's the DVD. Here's the back of it. Fanboys, now out. So these are the two that I wanted to pick up, and you may enjoy them, whether you want rentals or purchase. You just heard my opinions from a guy in a Spider-Man mask. So yeah, that's all I got for week 1. Just starting this, but next week I'm sure I'll have some more that I bought, whether I get them in the mail from past purchases, just haven't got around to it yet, or if they're brand new releases. So subscribe, tell a friend, and hope you come back.